Oh, what's going on, everybody? Here, welcome back to Palia. Today, we got some things to talk about. This is going to be a tips and tricks kind of video. Things I've learned along the way. I've been playing, trying to get some stuff done, trying to stay ahead of the curve a little bit, but I feel like I'm slowly falling behind. Oh, look we got a whole bunch of wonderful goodies from our mail. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and read these. Looks good. And okay, so today I want to tell you some things that I've learned that maybe the game doesn't necessarily tell you about, or some things that might be easily missed. And I don't want you guys to miss anything. I want you to have the best time possible. And honestly, Palia is a really fun game. I'm having a good time with it. I have some, like, some constructive criticism, but I'll save that for later, because today we're just gonna have a good time, hang out, and enjoy. So let's go ahead and let's start off with what I think might possibly be the most important thing, and that is your focus. So your focus bar is essentially like your XP modifier. So by eating foods, you gain focus, right? This is our little bar right here. And as you can see, you get so much focus. And then as you do items, as you do, different skills or whatever, you use your focus and then get XP. Well, when you first start the game, your focus bonus is 20%. So as long as you have focus, you get 20% bonus XP towards whatever skill you're doing. Well, there is a way to up that, because if you look at mine right now, mine is 52.5%. So now, instead of only getting 20% additional XP, I get 52.5% XP. And I want to talk about this because I think it's easily missed. It is during one of the very early, one of your early quests. And if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you will probably miss it. And I just know a lot of people that were they kind of missed this. So where you're gonna want to head to is you want to head to where you spawned at, where you first entered the game. That's gonna be back up here into the caves. You're gonna walk through the waterfalls, all that fun stuff. The area that you very first spawned in. And you know what? Actually, here, let's look at the map. So Phoenix Falls, right? There's the Kalima village. Phoenix Falls. You're gonna go into the bridge just like that, and then you're gonna go up here, and there's gonna be a little hole in the wall that you're gonna go down right here, and you're gonna see this giant phoenix statue. That is where you want to go. So this guy right here, this is how you actually increase your percentage. So it's gonna say commune 100 renown. I don't have enough renown right now because I've obviously already done this a few times, but chances are you have some renown stacked up. Now, like I said, there is a mission that takes you over here, but it doesn't tell you, like, it doesn't say, oh, commune for 100 renown to get this. You just hit the button and then it's like, oh, this is increased. So this is where you get the percent multiplier. This is where you get more percentage. Your focus bonus is 52.5%. So from 20 to 50%, you get 5% for every time you do this. So you'll get to 25 to 30, 35, 40, 45, and then 50. And then once you get 50, you only get 2.5% additional after that. And then I don't know what it is after that because I haven't gone that far. So this one gives you more percentage, which I believe is the most important one, because you can always eat more food and refill up your bar. However, there are other shrines, there are other things. The next shrine I'm going to take you to increases the amount or the size of your bar, if you will. So instead of only holding 200, normally you max out at 200 focus, it is now 250 for me, because again, there's a quest that will take you here. So you go, you interact with it, and then that's what happens. But I'll show you where that's at real quick. But again, this is the one that I recommend the most. Okay, so the other shrine that you're going to go to, this is where your house is at. You're going to be like leaving your house, going towards town, and you're going to swing a left, and you're going to go basically just all the way around this until you see the like the little archway that takes you towards the back. There's gonna be like a little dragon emblem on it. It's gonna be right here. It's Maggie's Hollow, this area right here. So you're gonna be going here, boom, you're gonna go into there. You're gonna see this little dragon emblem on this bridge. You're gonna go across here, and then this shrine over here, this is the dragon shrine. Again, there's a quest that will bring you over here at one point. It'll tell you to interact with it, but if you're not really paying attention, you're not gonna really know what happened. So this shrine right here will increase the amount of the focus you can have. So the overall bar, like I said, it will go from 200 to 250. I'm guessing it's 50 every time. So yeah, there's that. But like I said, the other one, I think the other one is much more worth it. Now, once you start getting super high levels, maybe it's not going to be worth it anymore. But yeah, there's that. Now, let's talk about the next thing. Let's talk about the glider. So the glider can be obtained super early in the game, and I honestly recommend obtaining the glider because it just makes traveling and traversing just so much fun. It's just so much more fun, so much easier, so much faster. It's just a little bit better. However, you have to get the hard part that you have to get is the leather and the fabric. You usually get the planks pretty easily. You'll get the sawmill going. You'll understand how to get the planks going fairly easy. But the leather and the fabric, they're not so blatantly obvious. So in order to get the leather and the fabric, you're gonna have to get to furniture making level 2, or, and this is the option that I like, is go to this shop right here, the furniture shop. If you go to the furniture shop and you go into this cash register right here, you can actually purchase leather and fabric. You need 5 leather and 2 fabric. It is a little pricey, but if you just sell some stuff that you probably already have, sell it at your box at home, you can make some casholas right there. Super easy, and then you can get your glider. Now, like I said, if you do start working on your furniture making, you start making furniture. Once you hit level 2, Tish will actually she will actually sell you a. Let's see if Tish is around. Where is Tish? I actually have no idea where Tish is at. Where is Tish? Oh, she's right there. She's hiding in the shop over here. I was like, I could not find her. There's Tish right there. Okay, so Tish right here, if you open her store, she's gonna sell you the fabric loom. The fabric loom will make fabric and leather, so you can make it there, but like I said, you have to hit level 2 in order to unlock this. So then you can get that. You can also get a glass maker or a glass furnace. So that's another thing that I just really haven't got into yet, but that's where you can get that stuff. Get your glider, and it's a good time. It's a fantastic time. Also, we're gonna go into the next tip. Big tip here. You ready for this? Get your backpack. This right here is where Zeke stores at. There's literally a sign right here that shows you a backpack, right? Get in here and get your first backpack upgrade. Your first backpack upgrade is only 500 coins. 500 coins, and that's it. And then what you get is you get the 3rd bar. Going from 2 bars, I was full. My inventory was full all the time. It was super annoying. Going to the 3rd bar, my inventory is almost never full now, and it's fantastic. Honestly, the next 2, I'll get them whenever, but they're not pressing now. The 3rd bar is like the most, like the 500 coins right now in your pocket, and you haven't got this upgrade, go get that upgrade. It is so good. Okay, so that basically covers those upgrades and the getting some early game stuff. Now, another tip that I didn't initially see, and again, if I miss anything, leave comments down below. Absolutely, leave comments down below. Let us know. Join the Discord. We can talk. We can chat Palia all you want in the Discord. Another thing that's super handy and that you're gonna come across a quest is giving people gifts. So let's go ahead and let's chat with this guy. Now I can see here, learn what this villager wants this week. I can click on this. I reminded Gina to pack more clothing for her journey, but she only brought 1 pair of leg coverings. Perhaps if we have some cotton, I can make her some backup leg coverings. So he wants cotton. Now, say you're like, okay, wait, what did he want? If I go talk to him, I can't click it again. It won't let me. So I was worried. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm out of luck. I don't know what he wanted and I can't figure it out. Don't worry, because if you hit I, you open your inventory, you go to the heart, the relationships tab, you can actually see what everybody wants for that you've talked to. So Hecla wants, okay, so this is not a good example. This is not a good example because it did this earlier to me as well. Okay, let's talk to Gina. So let's chat with Gina. Do you ever get lonely? Not really. Of course you don't. I mean, you're awesome to be around. Oh, she's trying to flirt with me? Oh my goodness. So if you don't get the option right away, it could either be because you've already talked to them, or you haven't developed a friendship enough yet. So I have seen it grayed out to where you don't talk to them enough. Let me see if there's anybody else that I've already talked to this week that I can give you the example here. Okay, so like Badru, he wants a tomato, and that's where it'll normally be. That's where it'll normally be kept. But I don't, for some reason, I don't know why Heckle it should show cotton, but it's not. I don't know why. Early access bugs, it is what it is, but that's where it should be. And it's usually there. Awesome. So, I mean, we got some tips and tricks going down. We got some things. Hopefully you're having a wonderful time. Hopefully you've, maybe I've helped you along so far, but let's kind of keep the tips rolling here a little bit. So if you're looking for copper, it's basically anywhere in this first area. The area that you first spawn in, there's basically copper everywhere. Honestly, by this point, most people are out of the copper era. So finding copper is usually pretty easy. However, if new people start joining, you know, things like that, it might be a little bit tougher to find. Typically, you're gonna be looking around the edges of these, the edges of all these stones area. So we're gonna be just kind of running around here. Somebody also could be just going out and collecting iron or collecting copper. But what you're gonna be looking for is this guy right here. You're gonna see him absolutely everywhere. So in order to mine this, you just need a regular pickaxe. Copper is your second tool that you're gonna get, and then iron, and then you're gonna get like flow metal, I think, or something like that. So you're gonna find iron. It's gonna, or copper. It's gonna be absolutely everywhere. If you need clay, I always go back here and get it. If you go just basically run straight back to the edge right here to this beach, you can basically always find clay here. It's always great. It's a good spot for bugs. It's a good spot for a whole bunch of things. But basically, you just keep running up this ledge right here. Now, what's great about this is, see, there's some clay right here. This is clay. This is what you're looking for. What's great about this is if you keep running up there, you're going to run into a lot of copper too. So copper, clay, all right here. It's fantastic. It's good stuff. Fantastic stuff. All right, so let's talk about another tip. Let's talk about money making. And I'm going to say it, and I feel like everybody hates this, but it's the truth. Get your arrows out. As long as you get, you don't need, so I have the standard bow. You can use the cheap bow or makeshift bow or whatever. As soon as you get the ability to make the standard arrow, which requires a 1 copper ingot, some I think it's a plank or something like that to make 20. Once you can make the standard arrow, make the standard arrow, take your bow out and go hunting. Go hunting and get all of the money that you need. It's great in early game because it does not take much to get hunting, like anything. And once you have the standard arrow, you can one-shot all of these things. And what's fantastic about this is not only are you getting all of this, but you're also getting XP towards a skill. And that skill, as you know, once you get higher leveled in the skills, you can start doing better things. You can start getting more expensive stuff. But these things right here, you can literally just walk around and just take these things out and get the rewards. I don't recommend don't spend too much time on the there's some bigger bucks, or there's some I'll try to give you an example if I see one. There's some that have like a darker coat on them with like a yellow stripe on them. I honestly don't even waste my time with that because they take so many shots to actually take down. It's just not worth it. These guys, I just leave them alone unless you need some resources from them. Then I just leave them alone. I just go after these guys. They're super easy, and at night they spawn absolutely everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. So 30 minutes of this, or like 15 minutes, or just if you just go out for like whatever arrows you have, craft what you have, can go out and get these guys. I think I turned 60 arrows, so about 60 of these guys, unless I like missed or something like that, you know, into like about 3,000 coin. So it's not bad, and it's super fast, and you get levels. So yeah, and then like I said, once you get higher levels, you can actually start taking out better things, and then they drop better loot, and yeah, so on and so forth. So hunting is fantastic right now. And yeah, I don't recommend turning the hide into leather. You can if you want to wait, but it only adds like 2 coin to each thing, to each hide. So it's just, to me, it's just not worth it. Oh, I'm out of arrows now. So let's go ahead and just see what I'm going to get from the stuff that I just collected from. So 16 hide meat, some antlers. We got a gold star meat. Now you could cook that up if you want to, but that's basically everything. That was 546 coin right there. That took me, I don't even know, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe that we were out there. 16 arrows, like that was nothing. So I'm just gonna leave that in there to sell it. And like I said, we could turn it into leather, but it takes 5 minutes per leather, and it's only 15 gold. It's just not worth it. Now, if you go from cotton to fabric, I think that's actually worth it, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's a fantastic little tidbit. But now let's go talk about iron, because some people might be looking for iron, trying to figure out where the heck iron's at. Let's go find it. So iron, you're going to go to Bahiri Bay. It's as simple as that. You're going to come out here. You're going to go left. You're going to go left all the way over until you go to this area right here, to Bahiri Bay. So once you're over here, iron is basically the same as copper. It's everywhere. It's along all these edges, everywhere you look. Depending on what time of day you're in, iron is basically always useful. So kind of like copper. Copper is pretty much always useful, but iron, it seems to be a lot more people are fighting over iron right now than, I mean, most other things. Well, unless it's like the super rare resources, like, you know, like Palia or whatever that resource is. So I haven't found any of that myself, but let's see if we can find an iron node here. It's also dark. There's one right there. Iron nodes look just like the rock nodes, except they have the darker chunks in them that look like iron or coal kind of. And there you go. There's some iron for you. So super amazing, super nice. Also, whilst we're over here, a great little spot to get some foraging up, if you happen to be over here, is if you basically just keep going around. If you go down to the edge of this area, there's a there's like an oceanside area. It's really pretty. It's like a reef area. I'm just gonna run down here and run around to it. It should. Whoa! Did somebody come flying up? Nope. It should be right over here. Yeah, towards the lighthouse. Like basically run towards the lighthouse. You'll find this area right here. So what's great about this area is that there's a lot of stuff to pick up. There's a lot of crabs walking around too. So if you wanna get a whole bunch of bug catching in, it's a great time to. And this also is a wonderful time because you can basically walk around, collect stuff, throw your smoke balls at the crabs, and gather your crabs. And while you're walking around, there's a whole bunch of other things too. So like, there's stuff on the beach, which is, you know, obviously you'll see that. But don't be afraid to walk around in this water right here. This water's nice and shallow. You can literally just walk out here and grab all of the goodies. You can throw your smoke balls at the crabs, and usually they're one hit, and you can grab those. Great little money spot here too. Not a ton of money, but I mean, just for literally coming over here and just picking stuff up, you know, it's not bad. And basically you just look for all the highlighted spots. So there's all these highlighted spots over here. I've pretty much gone through these, but this isn't it. So you basically just kind of keep following the water around. So there's an unopened oyster. Fantastic. If you just keep following the water around, there's other like hot spots and hot areas that you'll run into and you'll just see them everywhere. So like there's that side. And now if I follow this dock around, I believe it wraps around to the other side, and there's even more on that side too. Yeah, so basically walk around. Yeah, see, there's someone else already over here doing the same thing. Literally just get the highlighted spots and that's it. It's so easy. I think the coral's actually worth the most over here. So easy little spot for money making. I don't know if, are they picking stuff up? Are they looking for stuff? Oh, it's such a good spot though. And they're just like, look at all these, let's see all the shiny spots. That's stuff to pick up. Money, free money, literally just free money, just chilling here. Okay, so with that, I mean, we got, what, 11 shells. Oh, you know what? Somebody wanted a shell. 11 shells, 2 coral. We got a crab in here. So, I mean, those are worth, that's 132 coins right there. That's 48 coins. This guy's worth 16. Did we pick up a red shiny pebble while we were over there? I'm not 100% sure. We got another crab right there. So it's literally just free money. Might as well pick it up. So this area also has the another type of wood that you're going to be running into that you're going to need. It is the heartwood, I believe. Hold on, actually, let's get this guy out. I believe it's heartwood. Hold on, let me verify. So it's the ones that look like the pine trees, really, not the birch, not the other ones. It's gonna be a little bit darker. Heartwood, yeah, it's heartwood. So yeah, just it's heartwood, easy enough. Oh, I forgot we also got oysters, so there's another 84 coins right there. So we're gonna head back and we're gonna sell everything now. Something that's also great, and also something I did not know, is if you are out in the middle of nowhere or you don't know how to head back, there is actually a get home button on the map, so you can return home from your map. This has a 30-minute cooldown though, so keep that in mind, but it will return you right back to your house, which is super nice for when you're out like doing stuff, out gathering a whole bunch of stuff, and, you know, it's been a while, and it's like, you know what, we are far away, I'm going home. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of the stuff that I just picked up. So the oysters, the coral, that stuff, the crabs, I don't need those. Anything else did I get? I don't think so. So yeah, now we're at 850 coins just by passively, you know, gathering some stuff, selling some stuff. Super easy. Also, if you run out of inventory space, you can always make more chests. More chests do increase your overall inventory space, which I think is kind of crazy, but it's cool at the same time. So yeah, each one I think is 400. So, but what's nice is that you can access any of them from anywhere. So like this chest will access all the chests. You don't have to go like specifically to one chest to find what you need. And then your stations will automatically pull up as well. So let's see. I want to make some hearty soup. Also, I do recommend using the oven. It's not as easy as the campfire. You basically just go walk up to something. But it's you get 100 focus food and you get 3 of them. And so all we need is literally like 2 vegetables. So we need a spice, a vegetable, and then a mushroom. And it's like, it's just super easy to make, and you get so much stuff. And it's like a little mini game. You basically just time it and you have to like chop. So basically we just go along and chop cut. It's like Guitar Hero style. It's Chop Hero. And then we stir. So add ingredients, and then we stir the bad boy. And I think you just hold this until it's done. And it's like, da-da, all done. And then we get hearty vegetable soup. Wonderful. And then collect it. And oh, we actually got a gold star out of that. So that is actually going to give us more. That's going to give us 150. Holy moly. That is nice. So let's go ahead and consume that. And that's a huge thing. So yeah, those are just some tips and tricks that I kind of figured out along the way. Look at that. We earned 850 gold. I've earned 10,000 gold total. How amazing. Also, if for some reason you don't know how to sell stuff, you can throw it in this bin right here, and it sells at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. So yeah, super handy. Yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully there's some tips and tricks that covered some stuff for you. That is about it for me though. Oh, also, if you make sure you repair your tools, don't let them break, because if they break, it goes down to the previous tier, and then then you have to recraft it all over again. So just keep your things topped up. Make the repair tools and just let them repair. It's just so much easier than having to recraft everything over again. But yeah, so thank you again for coming out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, all the fun things. That was just some random tips and tricks and things like that. If you want more, leave a comment. Let me know. If you think I missed anything, leave a comment. Let people know down below. But yeah, I think we'll be back with some more. I am honestly just playing for funsies and trying to get some upgrades and stuff, kind of seeing what the end game of this game feels like. I am still interested. I will give a little bit of my critique. I'm interested to see what the end game is going to be, because currently basically we have everything that you have in any other MMO type game or any other like farming Stardew Valley type game, right? We have these things that we need to upgrade. It takes money, it takes experience, things like that. However, the one thing that this game is missing to me in order to be considered like an MMO, like a real MMO, there is no type of combat at all. And I know people are like, oh, but it's a cozy game. I understand that, and I'm not saying that combat should be required by any means. I don't think it should be. I think you should be able to play the game however you want, and if you don't want to play with that, I don't think you should have to. However, I believe that there should be an area that should have some enemies that you should be able to fight. You should be able to get you know, swords and shields and maces or whatever. You should be able to pick weapon types, and you know, you should be able to go out with your friends, have fun, get rewards from doing it, you know, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you can go play any other MMO. The reason that every other MMO has combat is because every other MMO that didn't isn't around anymore. So I want this to stay around, but it needs to have the things that everybody wants, because if it's just a cozy game, I honestly, the end game, there's not going to be an end game, because you can only grow so many things. You can only do so much. So there needs to be something else, plus cosmetic, or plus you know, PvE content or whatever. I'm not even talking about PvP. I don't even, never PvP, that's fine with me, but like just something to go out and you know, hunt with your friends or just have fun with. I think there needs to be something there. But you know, if people don't want it, then they don't want it, and that's fine. I hope the game does good. I really do. It's a really cool game. But like I said, I think they're going to be missing that. And I think there's a lot of people. But leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I know I'm not saying that it should be forced on anybody, but I think there should be the option. And it could even be just a small part, just a little bit of something, just to spice up the end game, just to spice up something a little bit, just to the more people you please, the better your game's going to do, and the more people that'll be continue playing, you know. And that's what games like this need. They need people playing, and they need more people playing. So yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. But that's going to end it. Thank you so much for coming out. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.